Standing in the boatyard, looking at different pieces of equipment. This obviously is a lifeboat, or was a lifeboat for the Carnival Cruise Company. Nassau, I guess New Providence, boat number 23, with 150 persons maximum capacity. And you can see the handrails down here on the bottom of the lifeboat. Maybe you can even put your feet on there when you climb back into the lifeboat itself. Looking to stern, which is also known as a canoe stern, that way that the waves won't broach the boat or pitch pole the boat. But you can see we have a quart nozzle. Quart nozzle is that tube or cylinder around the propeller, hopefully to discourage debris from getting trapped in it. Because your ship is sinking, there'll be a lot of flotsam and jetsam around. And I do not see a rudder, so I'm assuming this thing turns. There's no rudder, there's no hole for a rudder, but that's got a post on it, so that might steer. So the quart nozzle's got a lot of good advantages, but if you get one piece of debris inside of that tube, that's a huge disadvantage. Looking to my left, we've got a large sailboat, Shangri-La Bleu, instead of Shangri-La. And you can see this keel, the seam right there. So that keel is not the original part of the fiberglass boat. The manufacturer decided to bolt on that heavy lead or steel keel to give it more ballast and stability. Also looking at this, I can assume that it's been wrecked. You can see the different layers, the bumps and the bulges. So this might be a hurricane damaged boat. And they're doing repairs on it as, I guess, as the money allows. But one of the curious things I want to point out is this big hole in the ground. What do you figure that hole's all about? No, it's not a sinkhole. We're not in Florida. But that's where the rudder used to go. And that's where the rudder is right now. So to get that big rudder out of the boat, they had to dig a hole to let the rudder drop down into the hole, lay it over, and there it is. So you can see the rudder post, or the shaft right here, is in the neighborhood of 4 feet long. So they had to dig the hole deep enough for it to drop down into the hole to get it out of the boat so they can do service on it. We've got a lot of time in boatyards. We've seen a lot of strange things, holes in the grounds like that, and some homemade repairs that were good and some that were not so good. If you've got any questions about boatyard work or service, ask Captain Chris.